Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Pancis. If you're new to the channel, please smash the subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. Please be sure to follow me at Kyle Pancis on Instagram. If you guys want to have any questions answered or want to chat about a project you're working on, I'll see you guys over there. In today's episode, we're going to hop into this 2007 Saab 9.3 convertible. So here is what is happening with this car. This is the first repair slash rehab portion of this video series we're gonna do. And as you guys can see inside the car here, we have a decent amount of water on the seats. And of course, this car is got the special anniversary edition seats. So we wanna make sure that it's taken care of. So I already pulled down the roof here to get in here, but like what's going on is, let's cycle this real quick. Stand by. All right. So what seems to be happening is the water is getting underneath the felt here into these pillars, and of course it's leaking inside the car, which we don't want. And as you guys can see, it hasn't been doing it too long since it's all clean from rust, but we're gonna waterproof this thing. I'm gonna show you guys what I do to prevent this from happening. We're gonna clean this up and try to make it right, clean up this interior, and obviously none of the electronics are getting wet, so that's a good thing. All right, so this problem is running a little deeper than I had expected here. I went ahead, dried up the entire interior here, guys, cleaned up the windows. But when I was checking the carpets here, you guys can see when I run my finger through this carpet here that there is water sopping up out of there, and obviously that side is even more soaked than this side. So that warrants, in my opinion, that warrants an entire interior removal here, which is a lot. It's a lot. So I got my hands full with this one, guys. I think really what we're gonna do here is, the first thing we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna seal this roof with some sealer. I'll show you guys what that is soon. And then what we'll do is we'll remove all the carpets tomorrow and the seats to get this carpet out of here to dry out, so there's no mold that's formed in the car. Obviously there's nothing of an issue right now, but obviously when the weather warms up and bacteria comes back into its growth season, all that moisture that's in the carpets can turn to mold, and of course we don't want that issue happening, because this is a good car. So I believe it's a good car. The other thing that I want to talk about is, if you guys look, there's that module hanging out from underneath the seat there. That is a module for the airbag light. So that could be an issue, which is why we're getting all the airbag sensors going off. So a lot of work here, guys, a lot of work. So if any of you guys have any input as we're going through, as you guys might know, I'm really familiar with the Saab 9.5 generation and of course the older 9.3 model. I haven't really touched too many of these newer generation 9.3s besides for the Turbo X, which was a whole conga line of issues that were far different from this car, so I didn't really get into any of this here. Speaking of old generation Saabs, there's another one right there. Melanie's saying hello. So yeah, if you guys have any pointers, I know that the ECU on this car needs to be either rebuilt, or I gotta get a new one and marry it to this car based on some of the engine lights we're getting. I've done a video upload on that, so I can review that here in this video. You guys can see that. I'll link it above as well if you guys want to check out that video. So a lot of content to be created on this car, and of course minus some body work on the outside and some maintenance stuff, this car is actually a solid sound car. So yeah, let's get into waterproofing this convertible top here. All right, so since I don't have my waterproofing supplies with me today, I figured let's get into removing the water that's soaked up into the carpet and let some of this stuff dry out a little bit more overnight. So let's just hop into that, and then we'll start following up with that with the waterproofer. Alright, so I went ahead, as you guys can see, I did a once over. Nothing crazy on the vacuum, but just get all the water out from the back. I noticed that that you see both ABS, all the ABS modules are out. Not ABS, all the airbag modules are hanging out, so that means somebody was tampering with it. But there was a wire actually unplugged and loose. Looked like it might have been broken underneath this seat, so we're gonna actually have to pull that all out. I wanted to show you some of the water I sucked out of the car. So there it is, decent amount. But these are all draining out as well. As you can see, we'll leave those out of the car. But that's the start of this. It's a big job we're going to undertake here. This entire interior is going to definitely be coming out of the car. So definitely some content to come for you guys. I look forward to bringing it to you on this new generation 9307 spec. So stay tuned for the waterproofing process here. I'll show you what I do. Alright guys, so it's the next day here. I just wanted to let you guys know I use a product called 303 Fabric Guard. I buy this and the refiller off of Amazon. I can link it below, but this is good for a couple months. I do it twice a year, once a year, depending on how the car is stored. So if it's sitting outside, probably twice a year is ideal for this, and it waterproofs the felt and just kind of renews the entire rooftop of the car to repel the water. So we're going to go ahead now and just slowly, carefully spread this all across the roof here and then let it dry. Alright guys, there you guys have it. The final resting place of what that looks like after a quick seal. Obviously it hasn't rained yet since we've done it, but hopefully it doesn't keep leaking into the car and keeps everything dry. It should. I suspect it will. So be sure to stay tuned. We got a lot more reviews and fun things coming up on the channel. So if you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button below. Follow me at Pancis, and as always, so I'll see you guys next video. Thank you.